Greetings, fifth grade music students. I hope you're doing well. I know that this whole being cooped up in a quarantine thing is a new experience for all of us and quite an unusual one. I'm sure that you miss getting a chance to visit with your friends, getting a chance to be involved in all of your different activities that you'd normally do. But hopefully this time has given you a chance to possibly lay back, do some things at home that you normally wouldn't get a chance to do. Get a chance to spend more time with family, maybe play some games, listen to music. I'm sure that's part of it for some of you. It's a time to connect with different things, and I hope that you're doing that. Now, of course, as a music teacher, music plays an important part in my life. But I believe that it plays an important part in all of our lives. That's part of why I teach about it. Now, I want you guys to think about something for a minute. I believe that music helps tell a story. Yes, you heard me correctly. Music tells a story. In fact, that's the theme for music in fifth grade. How music can tell a story. Now, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for us to be able to explore that fully without being in a classroom together, but we're going to do the best that we can using a virtual environment to be able to do some of the same things and get that idea behind us. Okay? So, I ask you to please stay with me and to think along the lines that I ask you to do. Open your minds to new ideas. All right? When you have an open perspective, it's amazing, even if you don't fully agree, what things may come up and what new ideas you can form. Part of what I've spent my time doing while we've been cooped up is spending a little bit of time, at least over the computer, with my young nephew. He's 4 years old. And he doesn't quite understand why he's not able to go out and play with everybody, why he can't go to the playground, why I can't go and run around with him and play games, throw the ball, take him to the playground like I usually would do. But he loves when I read him a story. Matter of fact, one of his favorites is anything having to do with dinosaurs. I have this dinosaur storybook that he loves me to read to him. And as you can see, of course, for 4-year-olds, they're going to love a lot of pictures and short things to read, not all that complicated, something that you guys would flip through like that. But I bet a few of you might still enjoy listening to this. But you know what? Whenever I read a story, I can't help it. I have a soundtrack going on in my head. I hear songs that I've heard before. I hear music that I've heard someplace before. It could be something that's in the background of a movie. It could be something that is a song that somebody sang to me once. Things that go with the emotion of the actions going on in the story. Can you imagine what a movie would be like, or a TV show would be like, without any music in the background to help make you feel the action? Exactly how exciting would it be to watch a battle in Star Wars without hearing the music to make it heighten up? Occasionally you'd see an explosion. It's like, oh wow, look at that. But if it's just the zoom, 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 boom, and no music underneath, not quite as dramatic, right? Or think of every time that Darth Vader's coming up. Of course, you hear his breathing. But even before you hear his breathing, usually you hear dun 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 dun. It's something that you hear, a theme, an idea that goes with the character. And it makes you have a little bit of a creepy feeling so that you know that something's not quite right with what's going to happen, right? Or when something really mystical is about to happen. When one of the Jedis is giving Luke a lesson about what to do, how to use the Force. You hear a really haunting, mystical theme. Do, 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 do. Now, I picked Star Wars because I know most of you have watched it, but it could go with just about any movie. And you know what? Sometimes when they're storyboarding things, when they're making the story, people listen to music to help them come up with the idea of exactly what to do. So that is what we're going to do first. We're going to explore how music can help you to tell a story. I have a grouping of different songs that I am going to give you a link for. I only want you to listen to about a minute of each one, because sometimes the mood changes in them and some of them are quite long. If you want to listen to the whole piece, feel free. But for the purposes of this exercise, listen to only 1 minute of it first. Okay? Now here's the catch. Each song is a page in a storyboard. Each song is a page in a book. When we did this in class, if we were physically together, I would give you paper where you would actually draw things out and write part of the story. To do it virtually, I'm going to ask you to either use a Google Doc or use Google Slides. Maybe using Google Slides is easier just because you can make each slide a page. I want you to find an image that you think goes with the story, with the mood of the music that you are hearing. And I want you to tell me what is going on. Now here's where it's creative. You are writing a story to go with these songs. The characters will continue as you turn the next page, as you go to the next song. Think about who these people are, what's going on around them, how they interact, what are they doing. And listen and see how each song changes their actions. You are the captain of the ship. You are the one who is the author here. I'm giving you the soundtrack. You give me the story. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with when you get creative juices flowing. Until the next time that I give you an assignment, have some fun with some musical adventures.